guys, it's Byzantine, and today I'm shooting the highly requested video, which is going to be about my favorite perfume ads, perfume commercials. And I've decided that instead of sitting and talking to you about my favorite commercials, I'm gonna go about my day, and in the meantime I'm gonna make the list of the fragrances. Before I start, I'm gonna tell you that the video is gonna have around 10-ish perfume commercials. I could probably add more, but I just wanna make around 10-ish, including some honorable mentions. Starting with number 10 or number whatever, the first one. I have to talk about some of the modern commercials, and I have to honor some of them because, well, I will tell you something, that the era of the great commercials in terms of perfumes, I think is somewhere in the past, and it ended at the very beginning of 21st century in my point of view. But having said that, I have to honor new edition of Dior J'adore commercial. It's not my favorite fragrance, and but the commercial is very good quality, and the music is amazing. And I should probably start saying that to me the great commercial is all about the visual aspects, the composition, the commercial being very consequent with how the scent smells like, and the music is also very important. And I have my favorite director, I think he's director or creative director of the commercials, called Bruno Avelian, and he will in the list he made a few of the commercials that I'm gonna mention. But yeah, this is my criteria. And J'adore, it's very it's amazing. It's, the composition, the music, the aesthetic, perfect for J'adore, perfect. Okay, and next one, I also want to move it out of the way, and I want to honor the new edition of the one of the latest commercials by Chanel, and Chanel is gonna appear in the list again, but I want to talk about Chanel Le number 5 Le, because I think this commercial is very good. It's way different than the other Chanel commercials, but it's very modern. And I think if you want to create a fragrance that is gonna appeal to people around 20 years old, it's perfect. It's quite loud, it's well thought through, it's very catchy, and the slogan, like, you know me and you don't, like, guys, it's amazing. It's very clever. I think it's so good. And the face of the fragrance, Lily Rose Depp, spot on. Yeah, nothing less from Chanel, actually. And I could probably make the whole list of only Chanel fragrance commercials, and that would be bye-bye and all. But no, I cannot do that. Okay guys, so now we're done with the honorable mentions. Let me start the list with number 1 as being the fragrance commercial of Max Mara Le Parfum. This is the fragrance that is discontinued, and I never smelled it, but I fell in love with the commercial that is by Bruno Avelian that I mentioned. And guys, the vibe of the whole commercial and the music is amazing. Like, it gives me this esoteric sort of like lunatic vibes, where the model seems to sleepwalk and move into the direction of the moonlight. Guys, amazing. You gotta check it out, and definitely put your headphones on. It's it's so worth it. It's amazing. Number 2 is just because I want to get the Chanel out of the way, because I talk about Chanel too much, and I don't want you to think that there's only brand that matters, and that's Chanel. Chanel is very good in many aspects of marketing and storytelling and the quality. So, but you know, I just want to mention this one because you know that Chanel's gonna appear, you know, thus far that you know me. But I wanna put on a list the Orient Express commercial of number 5. This is my favorite commercial of Chanel, and this is my favorite commercial of number 5. And guys, the emotions that Audrey Tautou that played the main role in the commercial, like you almost feel them, like this excitement and the mystery. It's amazing. Number 3 has to be Alien by Thierry Mugler, when it was still Thierry Mugler, not Mugler. And I'm talking about this commercial, the first one, when we experienced the presence of the solar goddess. And actually the first formula had this solar quality way much more than the current one. So yeah, it has to be number 3. Number 4 is Un Voyage d'Amour. Can you guess what is this? This is Kenzo Amour, and this is the fragrance that has many commercials, and I'm gonna actually link all of them in the down bar below. And it's amazing, guys. The commercial represents like everything what this scent is. When my mother started using this fragrance, it was quite surprising to me, because it was something out of the box for her. And this fragrance has this amazing heliotrope note. It's quite sweet but comforting, and once you see the commercials for it, you'll understand the quintessence of this fragrance. So this is my number 4. Number 5 is far from Chanel, and number 5 is Maura by Guerlain. And this is another commercial by Bruno Avellán, and the music, the visuals put you in such an enchanted mood. This fragrance is tuberose based, and Maura is one of the islands, and I don't want to tell you of which country, I'm not sure, but it's one of the islands that tuberose is grown. So this is the number 5. Number 6 is Bottega Veneta EDP. Guys, I had to mention this fragrance once again because I told you it's very underrated one, and I think that we should talk more about Bottega Veneta fragrances. And the commercial is the Temple of Peace. I don't know if you noticed, guys, but marketing works this way, that technically the characters or the models that appear in the commercials, even if they are video commercials or just billboards, they are technically the aimed brand target of the fragrance. So they technically should represent who is this product made for. And I must admit that in the case of Bottega Veneta EDP, and the whole mood, the whole vibe of the commercial is spot on. Guys, this is what I would or who I would imagine wears the Bottega Veneta fragrance, that is also very buttery, not aggressive, very noble. That was number 6. Number 7 is Lolita Lempicka EDP, or as the commercial states, La Première Parfum, which I think are the same fragrance. If I'm wrong, if I'm not wrong, just tell me. And this is the commercial that made me fall in love with the fragrance, because honestly, it's so enchanted, so magical, and so is the fragrance. I think the fragrance and the commercial, they go together very well. And as I told you in one of my previous videos, Lolita Lempicka EDP was like my first fragrance that I ever purchased. And we were inseparable for many years. Hi guys, so as you can see, it's actually next morning. I'm washing the dishes in the middle of preparing the breakfast. And I couldn't film yesterday because I took a nap, and after the nap I had a horrible migraine. It was horrible. I had to take a pill for that, and I just wanted to add 2 more commercials that are vital to this list. And actually I made this list thinking about these 2 commercials, and the 8th one would be Baiser Volé by Cartier commercial. And guys, I love this commercial. I saw it so many times because it seems like almost like a fairy tale, but what I really like about this commercial, it's not that only it's aesthetically and visually pleasing. It's not because the music that comes from this film called The Tale of Two Sisters, which is actually like a horror. And you know, the horror, the music from the horror film, and this beautiful lily fragrance, lily powdery fragrance that is the most long-lasting fragrance that I've ever had before. And everything is amazing, guys. You have to check it out. And I saw it so many times, and I like the way the models play, because you can see everything in their facial expressions, gestures. I'm pretty sure that this commercial is all about the gestures and the emotions. I love it so much. And the last but not least, and it's the 9th one, I was thinking about, well, let's make 10 plus honorable mentions, but then I thought to myself, why I'm trying to make it perfect 10 when you know, the first commercials that come to my head are the 9 of them plus these honorable mentions. You know, and the commercial that I really love, guys, I watch it very often, and I love the music that is by Alabama Shakes, and the song is Give Me All Your Love. So do you know what's the commercial? It's a commercial for Chloe ETP, and guys, I think that this commercial is representing a lot about me, because it's about the girl that is following the blows of the wind. Like, she's so spontaneous that she's like, well, I'm going forward, I'm going somewhere, I don't care where, let my fate lead me. And it's amazing, guys. It's in black and white. There's this Mercedes that appears in a few of Chloe commercials. It also appeared in Chloe Loved, which was discontinued. Actually, that was a really nice commercial as well. And I love it. I love everything about it, and this fragrance that I really like. But I think that it's one of the fragrances that when you say you like it in a fragrance community, you're gonna be judged, because people really underrate this fragrance and think that this is not a good fragrance, not sophisticated. But we have to take into consideration when it appeared. And guys, this is a beast of the fragrance. I could smell it one time from somebody across the street, honestly. I love it. It's very classy, but yet modern, and the music, guys, you have to check it out. Having said that, this is my list. I really encourage like anybody who wants to make a list, and just send me a link. I will watch your list with pleasure. I think that the idea is quite original. Like somebody even wrote in a comment that the idea of this, my favorite fragrance commercial video, is quite original, but I really want to see other people do it. And all the links to all the commercials will be in the description section of the video. Thank you so much for watching. It was another long video. Enjoy your day and see you next time.